Shengtai Brassware Company Limited. Shengtai Brassware Company Limited was established in 1976 by a group of ambitious people with experience in brassware and plumbing. Our company has a strong portfolio of products that share a single level of quality craftsmanship, long recognized in the plumbing industry. More than 30 years of experience in production and innovative development and quality control with continuous growth, Shengtai Brassware began an acquisition program to increase internal growth with new materials, products and markets. We also have synergistic manufacturing facilities which grow with the market. Today, we encompass an extensive family of business around Asia that manufacture plumbing components and bathroom hardware under such brands as Shengtai Brassware Company Limited, Shengtai Brassware Thailand Company Limited, Shengtai Industrial Thailand Company Limited, STT Industrial Thailand Company Limited, Shengtai Hardware and Plumbing Components Manufacturing Taizhou Company Limited, Just Time Hardware and Plumbing Components Manufacturing Kunsan Company Limited. Shengtai Brassware commits to provide a good service with ISO 9001-2000 certification since 2003. We are also proud to present fine quality certified by several world-recognized associations such as NSF, National Science Foundation, CSA, Canadian Standards Association, IMO Research and Testing Incorporated, TIS, Thai Industrial Standard. Products we are offering. The wide range of products and its commitment to quality make ST a leading manufacturer of plumbing products and accessories in the plumbing industry. Now Shengtai distributes a wide variety of products around the world, including commercial bath and shower faucets, plumbing fitting, bath accessories, OEM parts, valves, spouts and tubular fittings. To give you a full understanding of Shengtai, we are going to walk you through the various steps from sample making to the capacity of production with you. Product and manufacturing design. More than 70 engineers and technicians are assigned to provide full range of engineering services to both our customers and our production departments. These engineers and technicians work with the most up-to-date engineering software and machines to provide fast and reliable service. Engineering software. CAD software, AutoCAD and Pro Engineer are used throughout the designing process. In addition to typical 2D, 3D molding, casting simulation software, ProCast, was to Shengtai at the end of the year 2006. With the aid of the simulation, casting can be done virtually and development time is shortened. Sample Developing Shop. Design equipment and personnel are assigned to the production department in order to quicken the sample developing time and ensure smoothness of future transitions. This enables the engineers to study and fine-tune the process without any restriction from the production due to daily work. therefore producing high efficiency and high turnover rate. As a result, both customer and internal satisfaction are maintained. In addition, any new ideas for production improvement have been tested and confirmed in the shop prior to being released for production. Therefore, discontinuation of production is prohibited. In-house tool shop. An in-house tool shop is available to provide tools needed internally, namely casting molds, machinery fixtures, machining tools, and many others. With a broad range of machine capability and high-skilled technicians, the shop is able to efficiently provide necessary tools. Material preparation. We sort and group the raw materials by their composition and melt these materials in furnaces. The molten material from the furnace will be poured into the continuous casting furnace after the composition has been adjusted. Finally, the molten material will be cooled and extruded to form billets. As for ingots, the molten material will be poured directly from the furnace into the mold and formed. All these materials will then be used for bar stock extrusion and various types of casting. Bar stock extrusion. This is an operation which was newly added at ST Thailand in 2003. As for the process, the billets will first be heated to approximately 750 degrees Celsius, then transported to the extrusion machine for extrusion. The extruded bar stocks will go through several cutting, straightening and shaping procedures before the finished goods can be formed. For bar stock, which requires tighter tolerance control, additional cold extruded procedure will be required. Casting and forging. Forging, using nature of compression force to form the finished goods, has been used at ST Thailand for 8 years. The raw material, bar stock or precast shape, will first be sectioned into the required size and heated up to red hot, approximately 750 degrees Celsius. Then the heated material will be compressed to form the required shape. Finally, the flash will be trimmed using a trimming machine. Sand core making. To create the complex inner configuration of a cast part, this is one of the most established factors for creating a good cast part. The mixture of sand, raw sand, resin and hardener will first be mixed, then injected, poured into the sand core box to set. Finally, the sand mixture will be baked to harden. Sand casting. This is the oldest and most well-known casting method and has been with ST Thailand since the plant commenced operation. The operator will first prepare sand mold using a molding machine and insert sand core to fill the cavity. Then molten material will be poured into the sand mold to set. After solidification, the sand mold will be broken to retrieve the cast parts. Gravity die casting. Using gravity to assist the forming of the cast part was introduced to ST Thailand by an Italian technician more than 10 years ago. The sand core is first placed in the mold to fill up the cavity and molten material will be poured in afterwards. During pouring, approximately half of the material being transported to the mold will be tilted, and while gravity force acts, the filling will continue until the mold is in the upright position. Low-pressure die casting. This is one of the most advanced and complex casting technologies available today, which has been with ST Thailand since 2002. The machine was acquired from KWC of Switzerland, a leading manufacturer in low-pressure casting technology. Since all casting procedures, except for placement of sand core, are controlled by computer, human error can be eliminated and quality can be assured. After the sand core is in place, the robotic arm will carry the mold to the top of the furnace and inject the molten material into the mold at a pressure of approximately 0.4 psi. The part will then be solidified and injected. Finally, the mold will be cooled and the robotic arm will return to the sand core placement position to complete the casting cycle. Machining. The metal removal process is one of the greatest strengths at ST Thailand. Full ranges of machines are available for various types of geometry and tolerance required. Casted, forged bar stock parts from STI will be processed according to the requirement here. Tube bending. One of the most unique processes at ST is to use straight tubes and bend them into a required shape. A straight tube will first be sectioned and heated up to release embedded stress. Then the work tube will be cooled and formed in different shapes. Finally, if these items require surface finish, polishing and plating as for casted forged components will then be carried out. Lead wash. This process uses chemicals to remove lead from the surface of the parts so that lead will not leak into the water, therefore providing more healthy drinking water. Inspection. Leaking test. This is one of the most important procedures for testing the functional ability and absence of leakage in the plumbing components. Compressed air is pumped into the chambers of the cast component and the tested components will be immersed underwater to monitor signs of leakage. Bubbling appears in cases of leakage. Polishing. The surface grinding process is one of the most labor-intensive processes at ST Thailand. Parts which require gloss finish will be carried out at the department prior to any surface treatment processes. Surface finish. Plating. This process adds attractiveness and protection and is one of the most value-added processes at ST Thailand. Two types of surface finish processes are currently available. Electroplating, using chemicals and voltage control to form typical nickel chromium surface finish. PVD, using physical vaporization process to form high gloss and hard plating surface, is used on many high-end products. Packing and assembly. Packing and shipment. This is the last production process at ST Thailand. Finished goods will be sorted 100% and packed according to customer requirements. Packed goods will be transferred to the shipping dock for shipment loading. Our strength. Wide range of production capability. Throughout nearly 30 years' experience, we have remained true to our founding vision of defining the frontier of ideas, craftsmanship and technology. We have also led the way in product design, with a commitment to quality over a broad range of price points. Quality. Producing high-quality parts is our commitment to our customer. In order to achieve the goal, both active and preventative inspection points are being laid out throughout the production processes. As in the production floor, detail work instructions and training are given to the operators as a guideline of the work. In addition, self-inspection is required to be performed by the operator at periodic intervals. As for quality staff, various IPQC and FQC inspection points along with written inspection criteria are established to ensure consistent quality control. Other than well-trained staff, Shengtai, Thailand has also invested a large amount in the inspection instruments and different labs throughout the factory. Material Analysis Lab. To ensure quality of the material produced both in-house and purchased, various equipments are available to study different aspects of the material, including spectrometer for analyzing composition, universal testing machine for testing stress and strength of bars, and microscope for analyzing microstructure. High Precision Equipment Measuring Lab. High Precision Equipment, CMM, and Universal Length Measuring Machine are available in the lab to further enhance the quality of the products. With the aid of these two pieces of equipment, Shengtai is capable of performing in-house measurement for both parts with tight or geometric tolerance and calibration of most gauges. Gauge room. The gauge room is established to control gauges used throughout the production floor. Quality staff or operators come and retrieve the gauges, namely thread gauges, pin gauges, function gauges, and many others, as required by production. In addition, after each use and at scheduled intervals, the person responsible for the gauge room performs maintenance and calibration on the gauges to ensure the gauge's accuracy. Surface test. This test uses surface roughness testing equipment to measure surface roughness of machined surface. Chrome and nickel thickness test. This test uses either magnetic or chemical etching equipment to measure electroplated nickel and chrome layers on the part. Quench test. This test is to ensure that the electroplated layer is properly adhered. The part will first be heated in the oven at 250 degrees Celsius and then soaked in room temperature water to find if there are any signs of flaking of the electroplating layers. Salt spread test. This process uses salt, chemicals and water to simulate and accelerate the wearing process in a closed chamber. After the test, the part will then be examined to find any surface defect. Function Test Lab. Equipment in the lab is designed to perform tests on parts according to various international standards, namely IMO, CSA, NSF, BS and TIS. As for now, the lab is still expanding its capability and plans to be certified both ISO and IMO in the near future. Lead content test. Deionized water will first be poured into the water passage of the lead washed part for leaching. Then the leach water will be tested for the lead content. Welcome to Shengtai Brassware Thailand Company Limited. We are here to serve you.